Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time.
And bringing them out is the rare southpaw in his 4th year, coming off his best season as a pro, Tua Tagovailoa.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning he's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Give him 6 yards and they do convert on third.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful. All right.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Well, a tough throw there across his body. It's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Tua to try again on second down. And this is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense. And the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by their electrifying signal caller, the former Virginia Tech Hokie, Michael Vick.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Michael Vick.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Vick. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Off the play fake, Vick. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
is finally brought down at the Ravens 13. 36 yards on the play.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Greg Olsen from 13 yards out.
And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
6-0 our score after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Tua going to keep it running left. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's fielded at the 45. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. First down, Vic.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Isaiah McKenzie,
45 yards.
And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point try now for Moody.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now, before we get to our next drive, oh my goodness, folks, the big one is coming. No, not the Super Bowl, but the $1 million Madden Bowl, the crown jewel of the Madden Championship Series. Our friend RG says you're not going to want to miss this one. It streams live January 30th, 31st, up through the final on February 1. Tune into the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 on the West Coast, as we find out who is this year's best of the best.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try to right side here with Peyton. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken at the 46.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Vick. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup, 1st down New Orleans.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. This will be the final play of the half. Vick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Well, no sooner did the teams get to the locker rooms, and they're running right back out. Halftime over, 3rd quarter, ready to go.
Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Well, the Saints going to take. Offense to begin this 3rd quarter.
That's a tremendous start to the 3rd quarter. These guys had their foot on the gas the entire first half. They continue to keep the accelerator down.
Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Finds his running back, James Conner. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. James Conner, 59 yards. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. Tua now on 1st down. That's
It's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 2nd and 20. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really, you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, it will make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for 2. So here's Vic following the interception and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken it around the 40.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw.
Looking deep here for Dobbs.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to take on 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back foot in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make...
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Taking it about the 36. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And they take a knee. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
And didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So that'll do it from here for Charles Davis and the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com/Madden. The Saints are winners. Set to go. Young Wei Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway from the Superdome. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Saints. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And his kick is no good. And in auspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And they're led out by the #1 overall pick back in the 2001 draft. He's been around a while. The lefty, Michael Vick.
Every quarterback in the NFL has a little bit of his own signature style out there, but for this guy, he really plays the game in a different way. It's led to a couple double takes from us up here as we see him as something truly unique. It's not that he's just the strongest passer or the best athlete to ever play the position. He just has a certain way of seeing the action, and it allows him to make some special plays out there.
And they run the option on second down.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading them out will be the 4-time Pro Bowler, the 2010 Comeback Player of the Year. At quarterback, it's the dynamic Michael Vick.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does, he sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
First carry for James Conner. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't...
And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Romeo Doubs. A touchdown on a kick return, and now run through the air.
And the Saints are able to add
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. Fights through and now a crease. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And he's taken down here by the Saints.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
Pulled in at the 24.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 yards, good for the Saints, first down. Vic to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie. An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, Vic again.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 3rd down, Vic.
Open man, it's the longtime Dolphin, Mark Clayton.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Vic with the incompletion on 1st down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Vic.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Rolling to his right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the 1st half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Moody for the PAT.
And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Time for a break. We've hit half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So
all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Connor on first down, not going to get a whole lot. Maybe a couple. 2nd down coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And the Saints are going to have it first and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3. Connor is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
That was 2nd down throw for Vic. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Vic with a give to Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, you're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Vic's throw is taken in by Waddle.
come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play. Back now here live in New Orleans. The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Vick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and they will remain well behind. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Right back to Connor here on 1st.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now they're going to throw it here with Vick.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Vick.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 29-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Again, a run with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to EA Sports.